How are you? Hi, everybody. How are you today?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Okay, so you guys know what we're going to talk about today. We talk about the same stuff every day. Um, More Diddy news. There's been a new letter written to the judge. He's really blaming the prosecution for being underhanded, and it seems like it was. Then we're going to go into Meek Mill. Meek Mill is canceled. He's canceled because everybody thinks he's gay. It's sad. It's sad. But we're going to talk about what he talked about, and then we're going to talk about lying bloggers. Let me tell you something. We've been following this Diddy case for a while. It was way before the mainstream media ever started covering it. They start covering it when he got around the time of the raid, but this stems back from about a year ago. And this is how it works. It's like the blogs finds out information first, right? And everybody calls them a liar. And then when they hear it from mainstream America, then they believe it. But mainstream America is a money grab. Okay, it's a money grab because they are making money off of every Diddy story that is being told. Well, I might as well talk about this first. Well, so it's a money grab and it turns into a circus act. This is the new OJ Simpson trial. Everybody's making money off of it. We're forgetting the morals of the story, and we're forgetting that there's real damn victims out there. You got people making fun of it. So we're going to talk about that. Let me get to the letter first because it's the most important thing. Because
Let me say this real fast, though. I mean, thanks for all the well wishes that I got yesterday, because I had a little incident going down the steps, trying to get my Christmas stuff down there, and sort of my ankle sort of swole, but I'm okay. But thanks for all the well wishes. Sorry, Sherelle.
No. I just be taking all the shine. No wonder you be telling me to shut up all the time.
Yeah, I'll be trying
because
to.
a lot of people were worried. All right. So what's going on with this letter is there are who downloaded this? You or Devin?
Damien sent it to me.
It's nice and blurry. I can't
Oh.
see. But I'll do it. So this is what's going on. This is the new letter written to the judge. They're saying, so yesterday we were saying that they went into Diddy's cell, they pulled out a folder and a notebook. One of them was labeled legal. Another one was, the manila folder was labeled legal. Okay, I'm going to read you this letter. And basically what this letter is saying is that the prosecution is being underhanded, judge, because they took pictures that they weren't supposed to and gave the information to the prosecution. Now, in the picture, it shows there's no wording on there that says legal. But when they went to court, it said legal. This is serious. This is serious because this sounds like proof. So even though, thank you said, thank you. Even though, that's way better. Yeah. Even though it was resolved yesterday, this is a new issue. What you're saying is that they got caught being underhanded, trying to make the situation worse and trying to do something that they are not allowed to do, and it's illegal. Okay, you're tampering with evidence at this point. This is what the defense is accusing the prosecution of. Now, the crazy part in this is that they don't need this evidence for Diddy not to get bail. You don't need it. But what I was saying earlier is everybody wants to sensationalize. All of these attorneys, they want to get known for being on the Diddy case. They're doing interviews. That's why it was a good thing that a gag order was put on it. They were doing interviews. You got people trying to launch their career. That would be Ariel Mitchell Kidd. It seems black and white to me. Picture, no word written across of it. Actual evidence, the word legal appears. Perry, did you want to say anything before I read this letter?
Oh, no, I'm good. I mean,
it's a hot mess.
no, I
Everybody's
just
trying.
think this. I think, well, I'm gonna say this. I think both sides got to be careful. You get the money grubbers that do anything to any loophole to free Diddy. Then you get the other side so eager to prosecute him. And I just feel like at a certain point, yeah, for the people who feel like he's guilty, I'm one of them. But I want him to have a fair trial, because what if I'm wrong? Like, I don't want you to just come with bullshit to prosecute him. Make sure you do your homework. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the opposite side, it seemed like they getting caught up too, trying everything, and it sounded like they got caught. But go ahead.
Sounds like they got caught. Ariane Submarinian, that's the judge. So they wrote a letter to the judge, and it said, in his November 19th, 2024 letter to the court filed prior to the hearing that same day, defendant stated that a government investigator took photographs of several items, including intact pages from 2 different legal pads, and ripped out pages of other legal pads. That's tampering with evidence. And can you read this, Perry? Because some of it's a little blurry. Does it say, what is Dick 75 at? Oh boy. The letter also described the legal paths in detail and argued that they were privileged in part because top of the legal pads and notes, defendant has a folder marked legal, which put everyone on notice that everything along with the folder marked legal is attorney-client material. At the November 19th, 2024 hearing, defense counsel presented the court with an impact legal pad with legal written on the binding, stating that legal label on this and the other pads showed that they were clearly protected by attorney-client privilege and should not be in the government's possession. That's so true. The court notes that the sealed exhibit to the government brief includes photographs of 2 intact legal pads taken at the same time of the BOP sweep. There is no writing on the binding of either pad. At the scheduled hearing on Friday, November 22nd, 2024, defense counsel should be prepared to give the court further context of the legal label that the court was presented with on November 19th, 2024 hearing, and to address why this label doesn't appear on the photographs in the court's possession and why it wasn't addressed in defendant's submission to the court made a few hours before the November 19th, 2024 hearing. So they're saying tomorrow, is tomorrow Friday?
Yep.
Tomorrow, when they go to court.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's, what is it?
What's today,
you
guys?
No, we got 2 days. We got 2 days.
And on Friday, when we go to court, we need to talk about this. How come the word legal wasn't written on the information on the folders that were labeled in court on the 19th?
Right.
This is cut and dry.
Right.
It's not looking good. They're going to botch this case. They're going to botch this case because what they're doing, this is my opinion. You guys tell me what you think. Thank you, Mary, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. What the prosecution is doing is they're playing to the court of public opinion. They want everybody to know. They want everybody to talk about it every week. Mark Garagos, who is now a part of the defense, he did the same thing in the OJ case. Like, I don't get it. If they botch this case, I hope they all lose their credibility. It's just ridiculous. Something happened. First of all, we're not stupid. This was a targeted, what they call them when they go in the cells? Inspection. It's a targeted inspection.
Right.
You were looking for something specific. So somebody tipped you off. This is my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, and the crazy part, both sides is doing it. Now,
Yeah.
if it was just a random sale raid and everybody got done that way, but it seemed like they really picked him out. Now, even if they had just picked him out alone, just state that. Look, we had a reasonable cause to go into his thing. Say that. Don't say, oh, just randomly. We haven't just run across these folders. But they trying to do anything, like any chance they get to get a little bit more evidence. Well, we having this little raid. Let's just act like we raiding everybody, go in his cell and see what he got in there. Look what we found. So excited. They sort of forgot to follow protocol. You know, turn to the right part, whatever, right? But so that's on the prosecution side. But on the defense side of it all, I think they know they got a hell of a fight, and they trying to come up and find any opportunity to get it like thrown out. Maybe they got this evidence, but what if we said those was legal documents?
No, Perry. I don't understand that part. Well,
okay. I'm saying this. They don't have a right to go through his legal documents, right?
Right.
It is. Now, they already target him, go into his cell, and they pull this shit out. Then they come and say, hey, we got this evidence on your client, talking to the defense team. They go, we can switch this around and say they violated him by reading his legal documents. And then so at the time, they took pictures of the stuff that they shouldn't have been probably touching or whatever anyway, took pictures of it. It didn't have legal written on the binders. The lawyers take it, if we put legal on it and present it, we might can get it thrown out. That's what I'm thinking. But
Agnes has a different
what's your thought on it?
She has a different point of view on this. She said the prosecution didn't do anything wrong. The defense just got caught lying.
Well, they okay. Now,
so what is she saying? Explain to me, Agnes, a point of view.
Okay, what she's saying is this. Yes, if those documents was stamped up legal on those two binders, which they took pictures of, it had a letter on top that said legal. They didn't go in that. So if they would have went into a binder saying legal, they would have been crossing the line. Seeing how they had this extra evidence, the defense team figured they could use this and say all of it was legal. Therefore, you violated his privacy, attorney-client privacy, or whatever the thing is, right? That's what I think's going on. Both of them are too eager to do it. The prosecution too eager to find anything to really lay the hammer on them, which they should already have enough. The defense team should have other things to worry about to try to just go and just manipulate the system to get the case thrown out. And I think I feel they thought it was opportunity. Maybe they could present it that way. Now they got to come and explain why in the photos, when they raided his cell, the two binders did not have legal written on it. Now, when you present it to the court and saying your client was violated for these reasons, why do it have legal written across it now?
Melissa says, no, okay? Stop. This is what she said. Sherelle and Perry, y'all not following. What are we not following? Let me know, Melissa. I'll wait for your comment to come back up.
Yeah.
Let's see what LeVar has to say in the meantime. They're definitely trying to get the case thrown out. Yeah.
And that's what I feel like.
They really are.
And any good attorney should.
Well, yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Melissa. I just want to hear what she has to say. This is a mess. This is a mess. Oh, here. Agnes says, read the letter again. He wrote that letter to the defense. Okay, let me read it again. Thank you, Agnes. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm having a hard time seeing the letter because it's blurry and child. Y'all know how it is. Let's do it
So
again.
who wrote it? Who wrote it to the defense? Was it the prosecutors or was it the judge?
It was the defense. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, let me read this again, and then I'm going to go into the file because I have the case. Oh, let me do that now. Hold on. Let me do it again. Let me read this first. It says, Aron Subumarian, that's the United States District Judge, in his November 19th, 2024 letter to the court, filed prior to the hearing that same day, defendant stated, a government investigator took photographs of several items, including intact pages from 2 different legal pads and ripped out pages of other legal pads. I cannot read what that other stuff says. Dictation. Okay, dictation. The letter also described the legal pads in detail and argued that they were privileged in part because on top of his legal pads and notes, defendant has a folder marked legal, which it's the other way around. It's the other way around. That's what we are wrong. Yeah. The letter also described the legal pads in detail and argued that they were privileged in part because of his legal pads and notes has a folder marked legal, which put anyone on notice that everything along with the folder marked legal is attorney-client material. At the November 19th, 2024 hearing, defense counsel presented the court with an intact legal pad with legal written on the binding, stating that the legal label on this and the other pads showed that they were clearly protected by attorney-client privilege and should not be in the government's possession. The court notes that the sealed exhibit to the government brief at dictation includes photographs of 2 intact legals pads taken at the same time of the BOP sweep. There is no writing on the bindings of either. At the scheduled hearing on Friday, November 22, 2024, defense counsel should be prepared to give on Friday, she'll be prepared to give the court further context on the legal label that the court was presented with at November 19th hearing and addressed why this label doesn't appear on the photographs in the court's possession and why it wasn't addressed in the defendant's submission to the court. It's the other way around, period. To the court made a few hours before the November 19th, 2022 hearing. Okay, now it's the defense.
It's defense what?
That is
being underhanded.
I'm not going to call them liars.
Well, no, Sherelle, I'm saying I'm not sure if y'all misunderstood me. That's what I'm saying. Both of them was equal. What I'm saying yesterday, I was with the Diddy camp because I'm saying if the shit had legal on it, they shouldn't have had no business. Then they violated them. But I forgot about the photos. Now it's coming out saying the photos, when they took photos, they didn't have it. So why, when the defense handed it over to say how their client was violated, now it got legal on it. And they have to speak up for this. But I'm saying that's what I said. But now this letter, I guess, was written from the judge to the defense. Right. Is that clear?
Okay. Yes. These are top-notch attorneys, right?
They clever.
You think it's a good move?
No. Okay. Now. Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Okay. Let's keep it real, right? If we put the argument on they violated it, and you keep talking about the envelope on top of the 2 binders had legal on it, you can say, well, it got legal on it. You know that they violated him, hoping that maybe people just focus on, if they read this material or not, did they violate him? hoping they'll overlook the bonders never said legal on it. Now it could have worked. Somebody caught it. To me, I'm
That
just
just
saying.
sounds dumb to me. Like I don't get it. Do you get it? Yeah, okay, yeah, you do anything you can.
I get it.
You get it?
When your ass in a jam, you would rob,
No,
steal.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
well, okay.
People,
Well,
people,
maybe
people,
yeah,
people.
people. Basically, what I'm saying is it happens, and obviously it happened yesterday.
They're not operating like the dream team. They're not operating like they are at the top of their craft. This is some underhanded dumb shit.
But
This is underhanded dumb shit.
okay, what if that would have worked though? And then
No,
they
no,
got the
no,
case
no,
dismissed,
no, no,
right?
no, 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 no,
There
no,
would have been some
no.
geniuses, right? I'm
Harry.
thinking, huh?
I can't believe that you're saying this. Are you trying to make me laugh? Like you just don't do this. You just
Okay. I'm trying to get in the mindset of a person who would do it.
oh
Okay,
my
say
God.
you wouldn't do it. So you would have just went and said, "Oh, you violated my client because you read some bonders that wasn't legal." Then that kills your argument. They needed those bonders to be legal so it can help their argument.
It it seems low. It seems
Oh, I
Perry.
didn't say it wasn't low. I didn't say it wasn't low.
It's
It's a low.
not
Yeah,
nobody with integrity would do that. It comes all it's screaming amateurs. It's screaming desperation. It's screaming
exactly.
I'm just as dirty as well, not that
Well,
bad, but
yep. And no offense, I think most of those top ones are. They just real clever at what they do.
y'all, please let's take your comments because I think something's seriously wrong with Perry. Diddy lied and wrote legal on an already photographed documents. I don't even understand. I'm not gonna say I don't understand Diddy, and I guess he's gonna be acting like this until the judgment, but he's acting like he has the upper. He's doing the same shit in there that he does out here. And when is he gonna get it?
Probably never.
It's you don't think so? It's
No, I mean, some people. Look, why would he get it now? Maybe you had to do these things to get your first million. But when you're sitting there reaching almost a billion, at what point do you not waste your life with this bullshit? Because really, where he messed up at, you way beyond a struggling guy that need to do anything necessary to make it. You have made it, right?
Mhm.
And I don't feel bad for him from this case. Like sometimes you can have personal things going on with you and stuff. Do not get law enforcement involved. When you go to the court, you putting yourself at mercy to a lot of things that he could have kept himself from.
Mhm.
But he put himself out there to be wrapped up into this media circus.
That's true. But when is he gonna realize the rules have changed? You don't have the upper hand
Okay,
anymore.
okay, well, and I'm saying probably never. Obviously, being incarcerated might make you think.
Yeah.
But I feel like he and they're getting worse. So some people never get it, Sherelle.
Yeah. This is
They go
crazy.
6 feet under, and still, if they had a thought, they'd be still thinking the same way.
Someone said wifey. They're calling me wifey. I have a feeling he will get out of this. Well, I said that yesterday. I said I don't have faith in the justice system. Ever since that Casey Anthony case, that was years ago, maybe
Mhm.
been a decade ago. I feel that the court works well for whoever has the most money. And Perry, you got to agree with me that that's happened in
No,
real. I hate
I
to say it,
totally
it
agree
happened
with you,
with us.
Sherelle. I
Hmm?
mean, I said I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like money talk and people when they can get these certain attorneys that can do certain things, they'll get away with shit.
So
You
I'm
know,
just telling the chat, don't think that Diddy is done. Don't think that because, well, it's obvious they will get underhanded and they will do what they have to do.
and put it
It's a
this way,
sad situation.
them writing legal on those pads that didn't have legal written on them this is not their last trick
Mm, mm, mm,
because
mm.
they get paid to work magic.
Well, they don't get paid to be crooks.
Yes, they do, in a sense, like they do it legally. I'm just saying, a lot of these attorneys know their client is definitely guilty.
Oh, they know. They know
They
that.
find loopholes in the law where they can twist
Mhm,
shit to free
mhm,
this person for their own personal fame. Because
mhm.
once you get a major crook off, your doors open up to a lot of criminals. You making a lot of damn money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This
And
is
that's what
bad.
they're doing.
Thank you, Vanessa, for becoming a member. Now you get to hear me and Perry argue off camera. This is a bad situation. Let me go back and talk about what we were talking about yesterday. It's bothering me as a woman, who had to deal with a person in my life that had been AR'd and how it changed her. And we've been talking about this for years, her and I, and it still affects her to this day. It's bothering me how bloggers are exaggerating, lying on this for clicks and views on this important subject. It's bothering me how people are not really remembering, and not so much the public, let's just say the mainstream media and the blogs, of they're not taking it serious. They're turning it into a joke. That's how I feel. They're turning it into a joke. So there was this guy yesterday, and remember, I was distracted yesterday with Perry falling. His name was Sam something, right? And he claimed that two private investigators came to his house. When he like right here, this has only got 48 views, and I'm not downing smaller channels, but I'm saying if Diddy wanted to talk to the blogs, are we going to skip over Joe Rogan? Are we going to skip over Tasha K? Are we going to skip over Lovely T and we're going to find Sam and come talk to Sam?
Wait a
He
minute.
makes jokes about the case all the time. He thinks he's being funny. He does parodies off of it. And if you're a victim, this is hard to deal with. But they'll do anything for money.
He's looking for
And
attention
he
too.
got on TMZ. Now, a lot of people think TMZ is Bible. I respect TMZ, but I know they're regular bloggers like everybody else. They get paid by certain celebrities to do positive things. And when they don't know what they're talking about, they'll head over to Tasha K and Jason Lee and steal a story. They let this man on their platform. He didn't even get the names of the PI. You're just going to believe this story on site? Listen to this.
I mean, in my opinion, he's just lying for attention, which he got. So once you get the attention, he's going to be lying on Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. He's not going to stop.
It's the lies that bother me.
TMZ want to make money off people just lying. It keeps them from lying. Let's bring this fool on and put his clip on, right? He's going to lie for us because everybody want a piece of the pie. Like you said, the O.J. Simpson trial. People used to be on the corner selling T-shirts. Somebody probably
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
They did that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, we have to stay focused here on this channel. We're not going to give in to the madness. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. We don't know if the men were private investigators or not. Everybody's doing everything for clicks and views.
And I say this, maybe I'm going to say this, but maybe I should save it for my channel. But I'm just going to say this. As much attention as they giving Diddy, they ain't giving the president-elect none of that and his cabinet. No, I'm just keeping it real. So I'm just saying, but I think they sort of embrace in this, they are so proud of catching that runaway slave.
Okay, so so Perry's talking about there's a movement going on in Twitter. Okay. And Meek Mill is the leader of it. Let's see if I have the paperwork. What Meek Mill is saying is that because people are calling him gay, people are calling Meek Mill gay. And Meek Mill is saying, I'm not gay. See if I can find it. I'm not gay. And if I was, so what? He said that the media is trying to take him down. He says that, I can't find the thing. He says that you could be accused of a X crime and be black, they're gonna take your ass to jail and bring you down. You could be charged of X crime and be white, you can be president of the United States. He's saying that it's a witch hunt. It's bigger than what just Diddy at this point. He's saying it's a race issue. Let me see if I can find where he said that at. Is this a race issue, Perry, the way that they're handling it?
Well,
I can't find it.
That I mean, to me, I feel like, yeah.
Here, I got it.
Okay. I feel like it could be a story if you was a Meek Mill fan and stuff or whatever, you follow that. But I think we're in this area right now that anything of dark skin, anything bad is going to be highly reported, because by doing so, it just put out the narrative that most people are that way. But if you get the lighter skin, being white, they don't report on it. This man about ready to be president January 20th. We ain't talking about him. And then his little freaky ass attorney general that he wanted select. He did more than the freak party. Well, just as much. But people don't talk about it. Well, basically what I'm just saying is that that's the time we in right now. Whether Meek Mill's gay or not is not the story. But if you're a fan, you might like, well, damn, I didn't know that, whatever. Just live your truth, Meek. But what he's trying to say is that they're going to prosecute any minority at this point and put them on the poster board. And I think the little guy that you just showed that was lying about it, looking for attention and so proud to expose a black person, right? This is just my thing. I think a lot of them that come out to follow this thing, some of them do it for money. Some of them just do it for just family. We can go out in public and talk about this as a group without me saying the N word.
All right, let me read what Meek says, because he says, none of these publications are owned by black men posting things to destroy the names and brands of the culture. I'm going to stand on this. I know it's somebody behind this. I'm going to start a war behind it too when I find out. Just think about it. You are waking up to a bunch of non-black owned publications posting major lies about me, where all the PR people go that was around me. Everybody see what's going on. I am not going to be quiet. It's was war on black men. It's a war on black men is what he meant to say. When I see Page 6 posting something, it gives me a bad vibe. Go back 2 years ago. They posted the only good Meek Mill's news. I know how these things work. Like what just happened with Mike Tyson, showing us his AZZ out. Get him beat by a young white kid. Come on, it's a mockery. If you look who invested in these publications, it'll break your, Oh, okay, I get what he's saying. It'll break your heart. Y'all gonna start a war that can't be controlled after me. I'm telling you. I have a big announcement coming next week. Okay, so let me reword this so it's not so inflammatory. What he's saying is they treat black people different in the media than they treat white people. We cannot deny the Donald Trump thing. It just doesn't make any sense. But also publications go after certain celebrities that they want to bring down, like they did Janet Jackson with the the Nipplegate, because Justin Timberlake moved on with his career, but Janet Jackson, it actually kind of ended her career. She was never famous like that again. That's the topic. What is my opinion before I take audience? Well, it's true. You can't deny some of them. Like Les Moonves, he said Janet Jackson is done, and she was done.
Right.
Michael Jackson touched small children because he wanted the masters. They can do that. And so he's saying somebody's after him. You know when somebody's after you. You know when somebody's after you.
Right.
Let's see what y'all think about this. This is a lot. LOL, isn't Meek with that white man, Michael Rubin, bunny hopping and stuff? Yeah, but and really, he was with him. He was with Robert Kraft, allegedly. It's all alleged. This never came out of his mouth. He's been denying it. Could it be a possibility that it's a lie? It very well can be a possibility that it's a lie.
Well,
yeah, I mean, and we are crucifying him.
Okay, look,
Who you
the whole
sleep
thing
with is your business. They ain't said he argued nobody. They're not
Right.
saying that he did anything illegal. Who you sleep with is your business. But we are judging him and taking the bait, this is what he's saying, from the media. And if the media says you're this, then we're treating him like you're this. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean, because it could be true, might not be true. But the whole thing is no harm, no foul. Like, if he was gay, he was gay. That's it. But they want to use it right now. And like, this is how I feel. They taking Diddy thing. If that was Elvis, the story would be gone. Right? Diddy, and I ain't saying what Diddy did was right. Diddy messed up and gave them the opportunity to prosecute him in public. But they want to do it now to depict all black males as such. So they get all these things and put them out there in this daily concept. Like, just like anytime somebody get robbed on a bridge, there was a tall black male.
No, it's true. I'm just laughing because it's very true. And it's happened to my kids more than once. Like,
so I'm just saying, like, and when people break crimes, I'm not saying don't report it, but can't nobody say right now, the biggest thing is not a rapper. It's gonna be who gonna be your next president, and you ain't talking about the things he done. It's just not making sense. But go ahead.
Ace Jones says Trump also defended Michael Jackson when they said he was touching kids. That's very true, Ace. You can't deny that. He did defend Michael Jackson, and at one point, not now, he was friends with the same community. Well, he's being accused of being at there. He was friends with Diddy at one time. But what they're saying is, and only a black person can say this because they deal with this every day. So they even black women might not think about it. Well, we think about it all the time. Another culture might not think about it as much because you don't have to deal with that. We can't call these men crazy or liars. There is a difference in our society. It just is. It just is. And people that don't see it, it's because you don't have to see it.
It don't affect.
But people say racism doesn't exist anymore. That's in your world. But everybody has different worlds that they live in. In my world, the victim never gets heard. We talked about this case has brought in so many other topics than survivors. How do you handle this? Trafficking seems to be growing. It's a growing problem in our society where it has reached the White House. You got two men running for this administration that have trafficking charges. That is unheard. What does that say to our children? What does that say to our children? It's crazy.
They're saying it's okay to do these things if you're running for office. And why?
They jealous. Meek pulled several billionaires. Kobe, Meek is saying that he's not, and we shouldn't treat him like he is. We shouldn't treat him like he is. But why are we treating him like he is? Because we're just believing the first thing that we read.
Yeah.
We're believing the first things that we read. I can't do that to somebody and it's not true.
That's how propaganda works. You say it enough, people believe it.
So scary, a president with a felons. I mean,
Yep.
I've never. I think a lot of the rappers that openly support Trump may have done that because the investors of them probably demanded it. Speaking of Black rappers that supported Trump, this morning I was reading Ice Cube came out, right? And he's saying that everybody is accusing him of being a Trump supporter. And he never said he was. And that's just not true, Ice Cube. That is not true. Stop lying, because I found the video. But now he's trying to put out Friday 4, and he doesn't have the support of the Black community. Now you want to say you're not a Trump supporter. And should a person be punished because of their politics?
Nope.
Well, here's the thing. When you're Ice Cube and the police want to arrest you and the public supports you, okay, we expect the same in return. If you are Ice Cube and you say F the police, and we say he has a right to say that, we're supporting you. So you people support who they like, and you're not being two-faced, you're not going to be liked. All your credibility is gone. That's how I feel. Should we still put in the chat? Should we still support Ice Cube? The movie Friday is great.
But I mean, look, and I say this: a person shouldn't get punished for their political beliefs or who they vote for, because all of us individuals, right? You vote for what you feel that's in the best interest, but I can't make somebody support somebody that don't feel like it's in their best interest. If I don't want to support your shit just because I don't like how you move, how you smell, how you look, I'm just saying it's my choice, though, right? It could be any reason. But so if you want to support him, it ain't no big deal. If you don't, no big deal. Everybody got these choices.
But now he's going on an apology tour. And that's not a good look. See, this is what people don't like, the wishy-washy.
He had the same problem, didn't he?
Who did?
I think it's Waka Flocka, where he went up to
they're not getting support anymore from the Black communities. Now they want to cry. I don't know. That's exactly why we still need Black history taught in the schools. But the entire truth, not what whitewash crap.
Right.
Having Black history in the schools is going to cause major damage for generations to come. Mm-hmm. If you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going. They want to use us to confuse us. And when you talk to these younger people, I got in an argument this morning today with my son, because I said the difference between Tupac and the rappers today is when Tupac talked, he had a message. His mom was a Black Panther. He talked about pride. He talked about hold your head up. And them young kids listen. These rappers today, and I'm not, they're all drug gangster related, because when the white companies dropped them and they had to open their own, the only people with that kind of money were the drug lords. We got gang members in charge now. And they're not bad people. I love me some Big Meech, but I'm saying those are the role models now for our kids are the drug lords. 50 Cent, he was, the drug lord. All of them. It's just a mess. And it's unfortunate because God put Diddy in a situation to really have a voice. But he fell into the traps put out there by society. Drugs bring people down every time. Mm-hmm. Every time. but you always have new people signing up to be drug addicts. You can know the whole story about drugs. You're gonna lose your looks, you're gonna lose your family, you're gonna lose your money, you're gonna get them craters in your face, kids ain't gonna be around you. You could tell the story over and over again till you're blue in the face, and you get new drug addicts every year signing up.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. What kind of society do we live in? Okay,
Well,
it's crazy.
definitely don't change. It's a different society than what it was in the early 70s, the late 60s, 70s, 80s. It's don't change. Yeah.
SW says, they call me SW. Thank you. Black history in the schools has been whitewashed already. Most of the history is whitewashed. Even their own history is made to benefit them.
Right.
I just had a conversation with my son about this morning. And I feel when I was a child, Martin Luther King had just passed. We had role models,
Leaders, yeah.
Leaders that said, get your act together, pull your pants up,
Mm-hmm.
dress appropriate, stay away from the gangs. We kind of don't have that.
Nope.
So it was whitewashed, but you had people to offset it. There's nothing wrong with being black. Be proud. I don't think I heard anybody say that in a long time. These are treacherous times that we're in. We don't have, it's up to us, the older generation. That's why when I come on here, I teach, don't fall for the traps. How you let yourself get caught up in this. I'm not excusing what Diddy did. I think it's just a damn shame. And we need to use this as a teaching tool. It doesn't matter how much money you got. You still have to have morals and common sense and common decency, which we're losing. People treat women and grape survivors like trash. They treat them like trash. What does it say when your own president is a convicted graper?
Well, you know what, though?
I mean, everybody's overlooking the victim.
From what you're saying,
other issues.
It's how people like today's society look at things. That's how we could that's how we can have a president-elect the way we do. They don't value
women.
Morals, yeah, women. Morals. It's almost like a freelance. Everybody for themselves. Everybody think they better than the other one, and and would do for themselves any means necessary for themselves, not for a group. That's why, like, it's weird. We don't have leaders like we had back in the day that would come out, and just talk about things like get off those corners, work hard, black proud. I'm black and I'm proud. Remember back in the day?
Yeah, I remember.
No, it's not no more. Now, the people who, it's almost like we've been divided in a sense. Like, back in the day, I think we was more of a unit and people took pride in it. And they start breaking down the black communities where people start freelancing. And then as soon as they, get this person a raise, they'll turn on the poor ones. Because as they get money, they start thinking they better than the rest. Then they start to think like the little black guy with the mega hat on that was on a little TikTok thing. He had voted for Trump and all that, and he went to a rally after, and they kicked him out because he was black.
Yes, they did. Yeah,
I mean, and this ain't really a white and black thing. It's just know who you are. Respect your own self. Respect your own race.
So
nobody's telling you to go out there and hate somebody from a different race. No, because you don't want them doing that shit to you. But so when we talk about this, we just talking about from a black perspective on how we look at it. It's a lot of these black people need to get their shit together because they running wild right now, thinking they're smarter than all the blacks. But one day, just like Ice Cube, if that's what's going on with him, running back to the black community, one day these people gonna come back and want some respect. But respect is earned, and sometimes when people lose respect for you, it never come back. But go ahead, Sherelle.
Hi, Josh. It's money and power first. Is this true, Perry? Yes.
Yes.
People, that's their God. A lot of people worship money and power.
Hmm.
Ethical behavior falls to the back of the line. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah.
They it's different. It's no way in hell we would salute and respect and cherish a convicted felon.
Right.
It just doesn't. Someone said this. Look, Melissa. I don't think he's going to get. Melissa, please, y'all know this is a serious conversation. Money is the root of all evil. It really, really is. Do we think Diddy would have been the monster that he is if he was broke?
No, because for
Because he
one,
wouldn't have been able to get away with it.
yeah, I mean, because ain't nobody gonna be at your begging need. I mean, can you imagine his broke ass talking about, girl, what you gonna do is you gonna go in there and do this. They would have cursed his ass out. But one, they probably wouldn't give him time of the day.
Uh, this person says the black churches has also failed our community. Now,
That's
I
true.
feel like that's a setup question. Because you know everybody dragging the hell out of TDJs. How can we respect our leaders and you're at the freak offs? Okay, child. I feel bad. I still love you, TD Jakes, but child, you know, you failed us. You failed us. Trump was found guilty of X abuse, not great, and ordered to pay $5 million. I mean, that's all in the same category to me. You
Yeah,
know,
well, it's
just
the same thing.
disrespecting women.
It's overstepping your damn boundaries, doing shit to people you had no damn business doing to. And then it comes to the whole thing. Diddy could pay 50 million. Should we let him go?
No.
Like, at what point do you look at a man and respect him as a man instead of a cash cow? And I don't want to keep going back to this political shit. Everybody, then 47 president gonna be this and that. They ain't respecting him as a person. That they waiting on a stimulus check. Everything's based about money. He gonna put more money in my pocket. Think about it. He gonna make it great again. Okay, well, let me stop. Shit.
Other off and betrayal. Other off and betrayal. I'm sorry, Willard. I don't understand what that means. Stop looking at church for everything. I hate to say this. I hate to say it. But that's true, Ladybug. Our current church leaders, we don't have any respectable ones. And if we do, they're not nationally known. The church has become, I mean, I like Pastor Jamal Bryant. I really do. But he's no role model.
Well,
It takes
I mean, look, I'm gonna say this. I don't mean to cut you off, Sherelle. It do not take a church or a job or a school to raise your kids. That shit needs to start at home.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
that's just the fact. It needs to start at home, and no parent's perfect. Because I look back and be like, damn, I wish I could have did more of these things, which I didn't. But it's never too late. You work on them. But it starts at home. It starts with self. I mean, like Ladybug is saying, that's where pretty much it goes. So, I mean, if you waiting on the cashier at 7-Eleven to raise your child, then you a damn fool.
Damn.
Yeah.
You get straight to the point. Stop looking at the church for everything. It takes the person within yourself to make that change, to do better. 100%. I agree with you. So true. If Diddy didn't take away people's free will and not end age, no one would care.
Ricky, right? I mean, for real.
What does Ricky mean by that?
He's saying if he didn't violate nobody. If Diddy just had naked basketball all night for adults, we might think you're a little freaky, but ain't nobody gonna be trying to lock you up. Because you know what? Everybody do their own private things in their own home. Ain't nobody messing with that. So no, it's just how
The
taking
kids,
advantage of people,
minors.
effing up somebody's life
Yeah, yeah.
out of
Unaliving people,
power.
unaliving your baby mama.
Right.
It's crazy. All right. You don't look to church, you look to God. Thank you, Cassandra. Keep your
Yep.
eyes on the Lord, and that's what you have to do. And that's what's not done to our religious leaders, to the rappers. No one's talking about the man up above anymore.
Mm-mm.
When did he go out of style? All right, you guys, that's what's going on today. Perry, we gotta squeeze it. We have a new channel. It's called Sherelle's Reality TV, which I'm gonna talk about my favorite reality topics, and it might involve Carlos King. I've got to keep y'all aware of what the heck. It might involve Carlos King and a little Kyle Richards, but you got to go on your channel today, right?
And then can we do the freaks in Utah too?
You can talk about whatever you want.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
really need to do Utah and because of what's coming up. So we'll put that in the link, you guys. Perry's gonna do some politics today. If you thought he was bad here, go over and he has a whole political side, but we're all into politics, right? For a long time.
You know what? I almost think every adult is, regardless on how they might say it.
Yeah.
Because everything that's voted on, all that, it affects you. So yeah.
All right, you guys. So we'll see you in a couple hours. I don't know, Josh, if I'm going to go on. We're going to do Perry's channel next. And then I got to talk about reality TV and all the things that are coming up. Perry, take us out.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. Until then.
Bye.